All right, so like I said earlier on, this particular delegated liquidity pool is going to be bringing out just a maximum of 25.92 Ultima tokens that are going to be shared to everybody. Now, to have a perfect understanding on how all of this plays out, I'm going to take you to our famous calculator. I'm going to take you to our famous calculator. I believe everyone can see this calculator on their screen. Now, from this calculator, you'll be able to understand perfectly what you actually get or what you actually make as profit every blessed day. What is it you are making as gains on daily basis in this business for the rest of the 100 years period? Now, to have an understanding of that, you will need to have a perfect mastery of this calculator. Just follow the way I'm going to do the explanation here. It's very important. Now, assuming that inside the delegated liquidity pool, meaning that fish pond, we have a total number of 16,000 shares. It's just an example I'm using. Let's assume that today, this is day one. Like you are somebody who wants to get started with this business today. If we consider today to be day one, then the system is going to check inside how many gold splits have been purchased globally, means that universally by everybody who is already a member of the business. What is the total number of gold splits that have been purchased? Assuming that the total number stands at 16,000. If it stands at 16,000, good. So how many Ultima tokens are going to be shared or are going to be released by the gold pool every blessed day? Just 25.92. I put 25.92 here. So what is going to happen? I'm supposed to find out exactly what is the quantity or what is the fraction of these Ultima tokens or of Ultima tokens that each person who owns at least one gold split in here is going to get from this total of 25.92. Meaning that if I divide 25.92 by 16,000, then it will give me, this is the answer actually, meaning if you divide 25.92 by 16,000, it gives me 0.001620, which means one out of this 16,000, every gold split in here is going to attract a total of what? 0.001620. So each of these 16,000 gold splits is going to attract 0.001620. That's exactly what the payment for this particular day, this day that I'm talking, that is what anybody who owns one split inside this total of 16,000 splits is going to have as of today. Now, I'll be asking myself, how many splits eventually have I been able to purchase? Assuming that I was able to purchase just one split, which is the basic package, for instance. If I purchase the basic package, then it gives me the right to own one split. So assuming that I was able to purchase the basic package, meaning that I have just one split. So what is the quantity of Ultima tokens that one split is going to attract for me? This is it here from the calculation we just did. So I will simply multiply the number of splits that I have by the total quantity of Ultima tokens that corresponds to one split. So if you multiply one by this, it will still give you the same amount here. So you see that it's the same amount that appears here because I have just one split. Now, I need to have an idea of how much this represents in dollars. I need to have an idea of how much this represents in dollars. So I will now go to the exchange or I go to my smart wallet. I check what is the price of one Ultima token as of today. Assuming that the price of one Ultima token there is, let's say, okay, for instance, you can go to CoinMarketCap. Let me take you to CoinMarketCap so that we check to have the updated value as of now. So you simply go to your browser, any browser, whatever browser you're using, just type there, CoinMarketCap, like you see it here. This is it, CoinMarketCap. Once you enter inside, it will display, something like this. Then you simply come here to where you have search. Just type there, type the name of the cryptocurrency, which is Ultima. Just type the Ultima. Once you type Ultima, of course, you have other suggestions here. But make sure you don't confuse it for PLCU or PLCU Classic. It is actually this one. Look at the symbol. Always look first from the symbol. You identify the name, then try to identify the symbol. If it is familiar with the symbol that you know very well, that is actually the cryptocurrency in question. So you click on it. Once you click on it, this is it. What is the actual price? What is the present price value of one Ultima token in the market? This is it, like you can see here in bold. It is selling at $5,515.26. That is the actual price. Now look at it on the graph. This is the point here. This point is actually pointing to what? To 5,545. Now, this is the graph that tells you exactly the price variation over a full day, means that the whole day of today. Look at, if you start moving from here, this is as early as 9 p.m. That was last night. Then this is 1 a.m. coming right up to, this is 3 a.m. here, and so on. Look at the price value. Look at the way the price has been fluctuating on daily basis. Assuming that somebody already got his Ultima tokens, maybe I wanted to sell the Ultima tokens at this point. At this point here, what was the price? That was, today is the 11th, and that was exactly at 8 a.m. 25 minutes, like you can see. So at exactly 8 a.m. 25 minutes, the price of one Ultima token was at 6,274, like you see at the right side, of this screen. Now, all along, as the time was going down, it finally came right down. It's retracing. Now it is at this point, which means a good trader, this is a very big advantage to a good trader. Unfortunately, many people have just decided to block their minds. Most people have just decided to get contented with how upset they are with the system or with Alex or whosoever, to the point where they don't even see real-time advantages or real-time opportunities for them to make, brisk money. Somebody who's wise enough can come down here right now. If you have money, buy these Ultima tokens at this price. By tomorrow, the price will still move upward somewhere here. By the time it moves upward, what do? Get into the market with the same Ultima tokens. Do what? Sell them, and you make a profit for a higher amount. It's as simple as that. All right, back to what we were talking about. We have actually seen that the actual price is 5,550. Let's even consider that it's 5,000. Let's consider that the price of the Ultima token right now is 5,000. Let's just stay with a simple figure to retain. So I'll now ask myself, the Ultima tokens I've made today, which is 0.001620. What is the price of one full Ultima token? Is at 5,000. I'll just put 5,000 there. So if I multiply 5,000 by this fraction, what does that give me? It means that as of today, I, who owns just one split, I've been able to make what? $8 at least. That's what I've been able to make today. Assuming that I find myself within the CEMAC zone where we deal with franc CFA, for instance. What is $1 in franc CFA? The average value is 650. So if I multiply this $8.1 by 650, that means summarily I've made 5,265 franc CFA as of today. And that's because the price of the Ultima token is at what? 5,000. Let us assume that this price was up at, let's say, 9,000. If I put 9,000 here, what does that give me? It means that as of today, I would have made what? $14 at least. Multiplied by this, that means as of today, I would have made at least 9,000 francs CFA. It's as simple as that. Now, let us assume that by tomorrow, if by tomorrow, maybe other new persons have joined the business, or the same people who are still inside the business, some people have decided to increase their number of shares or have decided to purchase more gold splits. And it so happens that inside the liquidity pool, the total number of splits grows from 16,000 to, let's say, 20,000. If it moves now to 20,000. Now, what is the total quantity of Ultima tokens that will still be shared by tomorrow? Is the same 25.92. So if we divide 25.92 by this 20,000, that means by tomorrow, one gold split will now be attracting just 0.001296. Let's assume that by that tomorrow, I am still with the same one Ultima, or rather, the same one gold split, which I purchased today. So if I put one there, that means this one multiplied by this quantity gives me the same quantity. What if by that tomorrow, the price of one Ultima token has grown to 10,000? Let's say it has moved to 10,000. That means if I multiply 10,000 by this fraction, by tomorrow, I would have made what? $12.96 according to this price of the Ultima token by that tomorrow. Which means if I multiply by the same 650 average price, that means by tomorrow, I would have made at least 8,000 francs CFA. It's as simple as that. Now, in principle, somebody who is doing the analysis on a linear perspective will normally say that, okay, from what I've explained here means that the more people buy gold splits, the more gold splits that are purchased inside means the smaller will be the amount of money that I, who had joined the business earlier, will be making. It means that as more splits are purchased, I will instead be earning something smaller. On one hand, you might be correct. On the other hand, you might not entirely be correct. Why do I say so? Because remember, For you to be able to purchase a gold split in here, what do you need? Ultima tokens. You need to get Ultima tokens. So you have to go and look for Ultima tokens wherever you can find them. You buy them, you use them now to purchase what? The gold split. So what does that tell you? That simply tells you that those people who join here on this first day, they are the ones who have been receiving what? Their own daily rewards. Like they receive their daily rewards on that first day. These same people who collect their daily rewards, take them to where? To the exchange market. Now, for people to be able to buy more of these gold splits, meaning that what? Meaning that they equally made use of what? More Ultima tokens. They had to make use of a huge quantity of Ultima tokens to be able to purchase extra gold splits in here. Where did they get these Ultima tokens from? Of course, they bought them from these people who earned them earlier on. Means that they went to the market and met them already selling their own daily benefits in the market. So they had to purchase from them to be able to make use of them to purchase their own gold splits. Which means that what? The more gold splits that are purchased in the system is indicative of the fact that a huge quantity of the same Ultima tokens were purchased from those who were selling them in the market, which means there was a huge demand on those Ultima tokens in the market, you know, by those who are actually purchasing them because they need to purchase these gold splits. So this is telling you in summary that if you find a huge purchase in gold split, that equally means that the demand on Ultima tokens was equally huge, because without those Ultima tokens, these people will not have purchased what? This number of gold split. That also in summary is telling you that if that demand was that huge on Ultima tokens, that is reflected in terms of the number of gold split. That equally means the higher the demand, the higher also is the price value of the Ultima token, which means by the time we are finding up to 20,000 gold splits in here, if you check very well, you realize that it might not be a linear, you know, evaluation anyway. You might realize that the Ultima token now has a tendency to go up in value. Let's say it moves up to 20,000. Why? Because the demand for it was very high. People needed it because they needed to do what? To purchase or to use them to purchase their own gold split. Who doesn't like to be a shareholder and to get paid in the system every day for a lifetime? Everybody would like to have that. But the condition is you have to go and look for what? Ultima tokens. So to go to the exchange market, meet these people who are selling them there. Which means if the demand for the Ultima token is that high, so much so that the price tends to go up to 20,000. If the price moves up to $20,000 per Ultima token, that means that this person with one split who was able to get just 0.001296 as opposed to 0.1620 means that this quantity is smaller than this one. And since the demand on the Ultima token was very high in the market, it made the price to go up to $20,000. So if you multiply $20,000 by this small fraction, means this person by the second day would have made something bigger than what they made the first day. So this person is now earning what? $25. Multiplied by this means this person has made, in fact, during the second day, this person has earned at least 16,000. That is just to make you to understand that it is true. It is actually true that the more gold splits that are being purchased in the delegated liquidity pool, the smaller will be the quantity of Ultima tokens that you can be earning in a day. But the fact that you are getting a small fraction in terms of Ultima tokens a day doesn't mean that what you are going to earn in dollars corresponding to that small fraction is also going to be small, obligatorily. No. The smaller the quantity of Ultima tokens you are getting is an indication that more gold splits have been purchased, which is equally indicating or pointing to the fact that a huge demand was equally placed on the Ultima tokens in the market, which has the tendency of doing what? Of carrying the value, the dollar equivalence of that Ultima token in the market upward, which means that it can rather place you in a vantage position, because the higher the demand, the higher also is the value of the Ultima token, because the price of the token is given by what? Demand divided by the supply, meaning the availability of the tokens in the market. It's as simple as that. So if you have understood this, then you have seen now the huge possibility there is for you to make a whopping amount of money on daily basis from this particular system. And do not forget, I said you are going to be earning this every day for how long? For a lifetime. In fact, for 100 years and above. He who talks of 100 years indirectly is talking of what? He's talking of an eternal lifetime, virtually. So that's exactly how all of this works out. So just to give you again a little insight or a little resume on what I said earlier on, after going through all of these stages, what you are expected to do will be to buy at least gold splits in here, which are actually referring to your shares. So you have to be a shareholder through what? Through the purchase of gold splits. And you're actually doing that purchase in what? In a delegated liquidity pool, which means that you are actually a member of this community here. So what do you need to do first? Purchase gold splits. That is purchasing your shares. Once you are done doing that, what happens? The delegated liquidity pool starts giving to you every day what? Ultima tokens. And the number of Ultima tokens you get is a function of three things. That is why in this business, you cannot actually tell somebody that once you buy a particular package, you are going to be earning this amount every day. No, we don't say that. So don't ask somebody that how much will I be earning every month. This is not one of such businesses. Only Ponzi schemes can tell you that you are going to be earning this amount of money in dollars every month for subscribing to such and such a cryptocurrency platform. Only Ponzi schemes do that. So in this business, you cannot tell somebody with certainty that he is going to be making a particular amount of money every day. No, because what you earn every day is defined by three parameters. The first parameter is the total number of gold splits that have been purchased in the system on that particular day. That's number one. Number two, the number of gold splits that you as an individual has been able to purchase, or that makes part of the total number of gold splits that have been purchased in the system. And number three, the price value of one Ultima token in the market each day. So those are the three parameters that will define how much you as an individual will be able to earn in a particular day. So it's as simple as that. Now, the company too has made it in such a way that it is possible for somebody to sell off some of his gold split or some of their shares. Take, for instance, this person has actually purchased up to 5 shares. He has a possibility at some point, if he thinks that he has made a lot of money from the 5 shares, maybe he wants to donate some of the shares to some of his family members or to some of his kids or to somebody, or maybe to sell some of the shares to handle something, whatever, which is special to the person. The company has made it possible for you to be able to do that. For instance, if you look at this, this is somebody who bought 5 shares, and right here you see the person selling off or giving up 2 of his shares to somebody else. So the company has made that possibility possible for us. Now, the next most important question is, what currencies do I need to make use of to purchase my split license and the split contract? Don't forget, we are talking about the gold pool. The gold pool is made up of, in fact, there are 2 things that you're supposed to purchase at once. You have what we call the split license and the split contract. So the 2 of them have been combined together. You cannot purchase one without the other. Unlike the case with the green pool and the VIP pool. There you have the possibility to purchase the split license independently of the split contract. But with the gold pool, it is not possible. You have to purchase the 2 of them at once. And there is only one unique currency you can make use of to purchase a particular package, and that is the Ultima token. So you can only make use of the Ultima token. Where do you get these Ultima tokens from? Either you have previously purchased shares through which you are earning what? Daily Ultima tokens, or you simply go to the exchange market to purchase your Ultima tokens from there. Now, I'm taking you to the various entry-level packages. What are the various packages that you can possibly purchase for you to be part of this business? It's as simple as that. So I'm going to walk you through the various entry-level packages. These are actually the entry-level packages here. Like you can see, the smallest one is the light package, which costs 220 euros. Once you purchase it for 220 euros, you are going to, in fact, you are going to be credited 0.1 splits. Means that you have a fraction as small as 0.1 of one full split. So you are going to get 0.1 splits. For somebody who goes in for the air, which costs 550 euros, you are going to get what? 0.25. If you go in for basic, which costs 2,200 euros, then you are going to get one full split. You are going to get one full split. If you go in for the medium, which costs 5,500 euros, you are going to get 2.5 splits. So it's the same analogy that you do or you apply to the other packages. So like I always say, for somebody who really wants to do this business, like you want to make a lot of money from this business, like if you say the worst has come to the worst, you want to start from a humble position, this is where you should begin from, at least the basic. It's not to discredit these other packages. It's not like these other packages are useless. They are not useless. If you want to begin with any of these smaller packages, then be prepared to be a networker. If you are not a networker, then it's advantageous for you to begin from here as an investor that you may want to be, even though you are still a customer. But if you really want to be that kind of a person, at least get started from the basic package. So right now, there's a special promo that the company has put on. A very special one. Now, what is special about this promo? This is it. The company now says we are going to give everybody who is capable of purchasing any package inside this gold pool. Remember, if you purchase anything inside any of the other pools that are left, you are not going to get this extra advantage. So this special advantage or this special incentive is only for those who are purchasing packages inside the gold pool. That is why I said it's advantageous for anybody to go in for anything that has to do with the gold pool right now. Now, what is this unique incentive that the company is giving to all those who purchase packages in here? Now, the company now says, if you go in for any package inside this gold pool, in addition to it, you'll be given an incentive, which is what? Cashback points. You are going to make use of these cashback points to get back the entire amount of money which you spend in buying that package even at the very beginning. Now, a simple example. Assuming that somebody decides to go in for the basic package, if you buy the basic package for as much as 2,200 euros worth of Ultima tokens, you are definitely going to get what? One gold split. Remember, what you're actually buying is the gold split. So if you spend this amount, it is because you want to get one full gold split. So the company now says, beside you having this one gold split, we are going to give you cashback points worth 2,200. In fact, they are going to give you a total of 2,200 cashback points. So the number of cashback points that you get is equivalent to the total amount of money that you spent to buy the package, in the very first place. So since I spent 2,200 euros, the company will also give me 2,200 cashback points. The question here is, what is the importance of these cashback points? Cashback points simply represent a currency that you can use to buy certain products from this company's website, the website which goes by the name ultimastore.com. It is it is a website which has to do with an online store. It's an online store that this company has created. In this store, the company is selling several products. The company is not actually the one producing those products that it is selling there. The products belong to different companies. So the company buys these products from these different companies, just like any other person who owns a provision store somewhere in a neighborhood. All the things the person is selling in that provision store are not necessarily things that were produced by the person. He goes to the market and buys products that belong to different people or that were produced by different companies, brings them and assembles them in his store. That's the same thing our company too has done. It has created an online store in which it sells several products, amongst which you can find our master debit cards. You can find what we call vouchers. Now, they have made the vouchers to be what we now refer to them as cashback vouchers. But the vouchers in themselves are not cashback vouchers. They are just simple vouchers. But it is a policy or it's a business strategy that the company has adopted that is now making the vouchers to be vouchers that can refund the money that we spend in buying the packages. That's why we now refer to them as cashback vouchers, because through those vouchers, we get our money back or our cash back. So if the company gives me back these 2,200 cashback points, I'm going to use these 2,200 cashback points to buy what? A voucher which is worth 2,200 euros also. Which means this amount of money, 2,200 euros, which I spend in buying the package, I want to get it back. In fact, the company is telling me that the company wants to reimburse this money. In fact, the company is giving back this money to me. So I spent 2,200 euros to buy what? One split. I have actually gotten the split. Then the company now tells me that even this money that I spent, the company wants to give it back to me. In fact, the company is reimbursing me this money, but they are going to reimburse it to me through this cashback voucher. I need to purchase this voucher. Once I purchase it, then this amount of money, 2,200 euros, which I spent to buy this voucher, will be given back to me. I'll be getting it. Though they'll be giving it to me in little pieces. They will divide it by 12, means 12 months. Every month, I'll be getting a small fraction out of this amount of money, which means over a period of 12 months, these 2,200 euros, which I spent to buy this package, would have returned to me 100%. But the point here is, for you to be able to buy this voucher, you can only use a certain currency, which is referred to as cashback points. Where do you get these cashback points? The company gives these cashback points to you for free. So they give you these 2,200 cashback points. You now make use of them to do what? To purchase this cashback voucher. This is the voucher that is going to be reimbursing this your 2,200 euros. But it's going to be doing that piecemeal over a period of 12 months. So over 12 months, you would have gathered the totality of this amount, this 2,200 euros. But remember, you are still keeping what? Your one split. And through this one split, you are going to be receiving Ultima token payments every day for a lifetime. That's what I already said. Now, let us come back here. These are the various packages involved in this pool. Like I showed you earlier on, if you go in for this light costs 220 euros. So once you purchase it, you have what? 0.1 gold split. Then in addition to it, the free gift, the company gives you what? 220 cashback points corresponding to the same price of the package. If you go in for this package, Air, which costs 550, you get what? 0.25 splits, gold splits, and the company gives you how many cashback points? 550. Same thing applies to all of these packages. If you come in for this largest one, which costs 110,000 euros, the company gives you 50 splits, and you get how many cashback points? The same 110,000 cashback points. You now make use of them to purchase what? Vouchers worth that. Because I want you to understand that 1 cashback points is equal to 1 euro. So if you are giving, for instance, 2,200 cashback points, means the company indirectly has given you 2,200 euros, which is actually what you spent even to purchase this particular package that gave you what? 1 split. It's as simple as that. That is a special promo, which is ongoing. That's a special promo. Now, if you want to know how much you are going to spend to purchase any of these packages, these are the equivalencies in USDTs or in dollars. Now, I always like doing analysis using the basic package. So if you purchase a basic package right now, you are going to get 1 full split, 1 gold split. And that, in fact, as you said, that is a free gift, which is what? 2,200 cashback points. So that's what you're going to get. But now, for you to be able to purchase this package, it's going to cost you $2,420. That is the price of the package. But for you to go through the purchase process, you are going to have to pay what they call a transaction fee. The transaction fee here is $161. And this $161 will be spent to buy what? To buy the currency you are going to have to spend as gas fee, which is what? The smart coin. That's where smart coin comes into the picture. So you use this amount of money to purchase the smart coins that will be involved in the entire process, like the burning fee and the minimum of 5,500 that is needed inside your wallet. So if you are the person who is purchasing it, or you want somebody to purchase on your behalf, maybe you are joining a business for the first time, then this is your $161 which you are paying contain what? The transaction fee and the minimum of 5,500 smart coins that you must have inside your wallet. So that minimum of 5,500 is equally contained in this $161. Same thing with these other ones for the respective packages. So if you add this transaction fee, what I term the transaction fee, to this amount, which is the real amount needed to buy this package, this total gives you what? $2,603. In France CFA, that should give you around about 1.7 million something. Same thing applies to these other packages. But mind you, these amounts are not fixed. They are liable to change depending on the price of one smart coin in the market, the price of one Ultima token also in the market. Even though for the case of Ultima token, it doesn't really change that much. Even if the Ultima token changes in the market, these amounts are relatively the same. But what can actually change substantially is the transaction fee. That's the only thing that can really affect a major change. So this is just to give you an idea of what anybody who wants to go in for any of these packages right now will be liable to spend in order to get a particular package of the person's choice. It's as simple as that. Now, like I did say earlier, how much does one actually earn in this business per day? I already explained that when I was making use of that calculator on Excel. So you cannot really go to tell someone. That's why if you check on this list here, it only tells you how much you are supposed to spend to purchase a particular package. But you don't see anywhere it is written that you are going to be earning this amount every day or every month in France CFA or in dollar or in whatsoever. There is nothing like that. Because like I said, what you earn per day is defined by 3 parameters, which I already made mention of earlier on. So you need to understand that. It's very, very important. Now, a practical example. Remember, I told you that there is a smart wallet that everybody must install. You must install a smart wallet. That's after creating your account, using your upline's referral link. After purchasing a pack, the last thing you are expected to do is install a smart wallet. What is the importance of this smart wallet? This smart wallet is going to help you not just to hold your digital assets, notably the smart coins, and of course the Ultima tokens, which is what you're actually earning from the system on a daily basis, but also to give you the possibility to track the total quantity of gold splits that have been purchased in the system at any given point in time. So for instance, I told you that to know the quantity of Ultima tokens that you as an individual is going to earn per day. For instance, in this person's wallet, whoever is the owner of this wallet, these are just screenshots that I took, from left and right, just to use them for the sake of explanation. Now, it shows that in this person's wallet, he actually already purchased a life pack. That's why he's owning, in fact, he actually has 0.1 as a fraction of gold splits. So he has 0.1 gold splits. Now, at the time he did the purchase, what was the total number of gold splits that have been purchased in the entire system globally? It stood at what? 16,247.1775. That's the total number of splits that have been purchased by everybody. How many Ultima tokens are shared to all the gold splits every day? This is it, 25.92. So if you divide 25.92 by this total number here, then that will give you this amount. That will give you this 0.001595. You see, it is even written there, 0.001595 Ultima tokens per one gold split, which is a division of this 25.92 by this total number. That gives you the quantity of Ultima tokens that is supposed to be attracted by one full split. But now this person has just 0.1 gold split, which is not up to a full split. So how do you now know, in fact, what portion out of this amount, which corresponds to one split, will this person attract using just 0.1? So simply multiply 0.1 by this quantity. You will see exactly the fraction that this person is going to make as of today. But now, if you look down here, you see that there is a countdown timer. It is still showing 3 hours, 59 minutes, 43 seconds. That is to tell you that as soon as this timing goes down to 0, this buffer here will in fact, it will be found right at the end of it. Means it would have reached the end of the journey. Then it means that this timing would have gone right down to 0. Once it reaches 0, that is when this person is going to receive his own payment for that day. It means that the person's 24 hours would have elapsed, because you only get payment daily after every set of 24 hours, counting from the day you activated your gold split. And of course, I'm going to show you how to do the activation of gold splits. So as soon as this timing goes down to 0, then what the person would have earned for today will be lying here, where you are seeing 0.000, where it is written my estimated reward. It is still showing 0.000 because this timing is still on the way. It has not reached 0. Now, if you look at this other person's wallet, this person has up to one full split. Now, having one full split means that if you do the division of 25.92 by this total number of splits inside the system, then it means that one gold split will be attracting 0.001595, like I explained earlier on. So this is a fraction that corresponds to one full split, which means this person with one full split, at the end of at the end of this 24 hours, the person is going to get this 0.001595. Now, if you look inside the person, in fact, the person's portfolio as of now, if you check here, how many Ultima token fraction is the person having? He's having 0.004864, telling you that this person has been able to accumulate daily payments for a certain number of days, whereby, in fact, that accumulation has taken the total quantity up to 0.004864. And the company too has made something very beautiful here. And what is this thing? The company has made it possible for you to be able to know automatically the corresponding dollar equivalent of the fraction of Ultima tokens that you have here. This person's quantity represents what? 28.9360. Now, we can't tell whether this accumulation was done over a period of 2 days or 3 days or 4 days. Whatever the case, is that they accumulate. What is important here is that the person has done an accumulation for a certain number of days, and he has a total of 0.004864, which represents 28.9360 US dollars. And this amount like this is as a result of the fact that the price of one Ultima token in the market actually represented a certain value. Maybe it was at 5,000. If the price of one Ultima token in the market grows up, this dollar equivalence also here is going to increase, but the quantity of Ultima tokens doesn't change. It is just the value worth of it that is going to increase in terms of dollars. So it's as simple as that. So once you see it written here, claim reward, it therefore means that the timing had already gone right down to 0. So when it goes down to 0, you will now see the information claim reward. So what do? Simply click on this button. Once you click on this button, that means you are now claiming your daily rewards from the company. But if you don't click on this button, it means that you want to accumulate the rewards. Any day that you now decide to click on this claim reward, it will now gather the entire rewards that you have been accumulating over the number of days you've accumulated. Everything will now be withdrawn from the system automatically to you and will be stored in the Ultima storage section of this smart wallet. So it's as simple as that. Now, the bad news that I have for everybody after explaining all of this, something I know many people will not like, but I have to say, is the fact that, let us go back here. The company now says, till the 15th of this month, means in a couple of days from now. Today is the 11th, means in round about 4 days from now. Anybody who purchases a basic package, let me still do the analysis using basic here, will get what? 1 gold split, no problem about that. We'll get what? Also as a bonus or as an incentive, 2,200 cashback points, no problem about that. But from the 16th to the 22nd of this same month, anybody who buys this same basic will normally get the 1 gold split, no problem about that. But instead of you having up to 2,200 cashback points, you will get just 1,760, meaning 20% of it will be removed from it. In fact, the company is going to eliminate 20% out of this. So the person will get just 1,760. Then, if you are doing that purchase between the 23rd and the 29th of this month, instead of getting this quantity or this one, another 20% will be removed from this one, which means you end up getting just 1,320 cashback points as an incentive or as a bonus. Then for somebody who is doing this purchase on the 30th of March, on the 30th means at the end of this month, another 30% again will be removed. Remember, the company had earlier removed 20% the first time, remove another 20%, and now they're extracting 30% again, making it a total elimination of what? 70%. So anybody who purchases on the 30th, instead of getting any of this, that's for the basic pack, instead of getting any of these bonuses, you will get just what? Just 30% of it, which represents what? 660 cashback points. Look at how many cashback points you have actually lost all along here because you purchased on this last day. Then after the 30th, that is all. There will be no more cashback points associated to any package. So those who want to benefit from the purchase of packages, those who want to get free cashback points, you have until the end of this month to be able to benefit from them. And depending on when you do your purchase, you will also know the number of free cashback points that you're going to get. So you have up to the 15th of this month in a couple of days to benefit from 100% of these cashback points. Please don't make the mistake to allow this particular date to pass you by, because as from the 16th upward, it will be reduced. It means that 20% will be removed from it, and that will not be too good for you. And yet you have to spend the same amount of money to purchase that same package, but the number of cashback points you get will be reducing. Then at the end of this month, that's all. The cashback points will be eliminated. If you are interested in buying any voucher, you will have to go and buy those cashback points. You will have to purchase them with another amount of money before you can get them to procure your cashback voucher. That is extremely important for everybody to take note of. Now, what are some of the strategies that the company has put in place to be able to grow the price value of the Ultima token and the smart coin? Very simple. The company has a major responsibility to build a strong ecosystem around the 2 coins, which is what it is already doing through the various products and services, notably the debit card, the marketplace, the travel platform, and so on. Some of them I'm going to be sharing with you in a moment. Then the company also can equally use this one as a strategy, meaning imposing a high smart coin burning fee for all transactions, which is what the company has recently done. It can equally embark on a higher amount that everybody must have